Hi food lovers, my name is Adrian and I love food. Thank you for joining me again. Today, we're back on the Gold Coast where we are checking out the best healthy restaurant. According to TripAdvisor, there are 91 healthy restaurants on the Gold Coast, and at the very top of the list is the Cardamom Pod. The Cardamom Pod, owned by a husband and wife duo, started in Byron Bay where it served the locals for over 12 years before relocating to the present site here in Broadbeach in 2013. According to the weekendedition.com.au, the Cardamom Pod exemplifies a marriage between healthy and tasty food. Here they are one in the same, which has made it a favorite amongst carnivores, vegetarians and vegans alike. The recipes are based on Hare Krishna style cooking and offer an experience for the senses. All produce is sourced locally and organic where possible. Having the ability to transform the simplest ingredients into complex and wonderful dishes is evident in the restaurant's cuisine. Cardamom Pod is the haven of super healthy, and great food never looked this fantastic. They claim that the unique selling point is not only that they use herbs and spices to enhance the flavor of their food, but also as a preventative medicine incorporated in everything that they offer, from the meals to the array of drinks, including juices, mocktails, and super smoothies. According to destinationgoldcoast.com, Cardamom Pod was the first vegetarian restaurant to open in Broadbeach. From first glance, it's bright and colorful, yet warm and earthy. Their weekend breakfast, cooked to order, takes their food to another level. It's a standout and not to be missed. This is vegetarian food for the 21st century. And on that note, let's go order and see how delicious their food actually is. Hey guys. Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right. Hey guys. So we got here about 11 o'clock. Today is Sunday. Insanely busy. After I did my recording, my intro, I came inside and there were probably about 10 people ahead of me. The lady that I spoke to at the door said basically you got to put your name down and you can wait up to an hour because this time on a weekend is insanely busy. They said for it to be more quiet you got to come in the morning when they open at 7:30 I think it is. Anyway, so truth be told, I've never been to a vegetarian restaurant or a vegan restaurant before. You guys know that I eat everything. The only issue though, looking through their menu, I wasn't actually sure what to order. I mean, everything on the menu is stuff I eat, not necessarily in that combination, and obviously, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And obviously I haven't had their herbs and spices before, so I don't know, I guess, what to expect. I had a chat to the waiter and I asked him what is their signature dish. Now what he said to me, he said, look, everything is awesome. No matter what you order, you'll like it. Everything's very, very popular. He said, but the one thing that more people seem to order is the gourmet toasty. And also what I ordered was the big pod breakfast as well. Oh wow. That's the big brekkie. Wow. Wow. That is certainly a big brekkie, and it's a very fancy looking brekkie as well. I don't think this table's big enough. Wow. Check that out. That is very impressive. That looks unbelievable. Wow, thank you very much. Wow. So the toasty and the big brekkie. Wow. Let's get stuck into it. I love wedges. Very good. They are soft on the inside, but not quite as crunchy as I'd like them on the outside. Delicious. Now, let's get stuck into the toasty. Half of a love heart. That's what it looks like. Very interesting flavors. I can taste something that tastes like cheese. Whether it is cheese, I'm not sure. It does taste very good, but they're not flavors that I guess my brain can relate to because I've never had this before. Yeah, maybe could do the pinch more salt for my liking, but the flavor is really good. As I said, it's just nothing I can relate it to. Now, let's try the big brekkie. Very strong herb flavor. Very rich tomato flavor, but the herbs are very strong. It's got beans in it too. Okay. I mean, I'm all for herbs and spices, but for my taste, that is a bit too herby. Okay. I love the texture, mushroom with the some sort of crunchy crumb on top of that, but full of flavor. That one is amazing. What do we try next? Not sure. Let's try this. Oh yeah, that's tastes like sweet potato, like a sweet potato mash or something. What it tastes like to me. Now, we got some fritters of some sort. Very soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Not a very strong flavor. What does come through is a little bit of spiciness though. And I love spicy food, but not a very strong flavor. Very good though. Tomatoes, I guess. I'm not sure how to grab this, but all right. Roasted tomato. Tastes like roasted tomato. Now, pumpkin, I'm assuming it just tastes like normal roasted pumpkin. Yeah. Tastes like a normal roasted pumpkin. Got some herbs on it though. It's good. It's really good. I'm assuming this is the avocado here. It's presented very fancy. Yeah, avocado, normal avocado. All right, guys, I'll finish eating and then I'll come back with the verdict afterwards. See you in a bit. Let me start off by saying that in my entire life, I've never seen food that is so exquisitely presented. Not only the two dishes that I ordered, but I looked around. Everybody's dish on every single table looks like a work of art. The old saying that you eat with your eyes first certainly gets your appetite going because they look absolutely spectacular. The wedges, for me, they could have been a little bit more crunchy on the outside, nice and soft on the inside. There was seasoning on them, but not sort of, I guess, an Adrian amount of seasoning. It was there, you could taste it, just didn't have that killer punch. The sauce, whatever that was good. Again, no killer punch with the flavor, but the sauce is good. The toasty was very crunchy, but the filling didn't have a huge amount of flavor in it. I couldn't really taste any sort of spices or herbs or anything. So the toasty itself, probably about 9 out of 10 for me, just because it needed a bit of extra seasoning. Wedges, again, probably about a 9 out of 10, like that sauce. Probably could do with a little bit of extra seasoning, and obviously if they would have been a bit crunchier, it would have been even better. Now, the big breakfast was the other one that I had, which also had my absolute most favorite item on it, and that was the Parmesan crusted mushroom. I mean, the flavor in that mushroom with that Parmesan like sort of crackling crumb over the top of it was insane. The flavor was unbelievable. The textures were brilliant. I mean, that menu item alone, 11 out of 10. What I thought was a like sweet potato mash actually ended up being the hummus, which I don't know, it does have a sweet potato taste to me, but I couldn't see sweet potato on the menu, so hummus it is. The tomato sauce with the beans, it was a little bit too sour for me, and it had a very overpowering flavor of the herbs, which again I don't think they didn't get the right balance for me with that one. The avocado was avocado, just tastes like a normal avocado. The tomato tastes like normal tomato. The bread from this dish was exactly like the bread from the toasties. Was very, very crunchy, and when I put the hummus on it and the avocado and things, it tasted really good. Now, overall, it's hard for me to rate these dishes because, as I said, I've got nothing to compare them to. So the only thing that I can do is just think about my own personal taste buds. Look, I'll give both dishes somewhere around 9 out of 10. Purely, as I said, because I didn't feel that every item had a good amount of seasoning. They didn't have that, the killer punch that I was referring to earlier with the flavor. So that's the only thing. Now, as far as customer service, it's probably average, I would say. Maybe I'll put that down to the fact that they are very busy. But yeah, the waiter came and I asked him what are the popular dishes, what's the signature dish. So he was more than happy to run with me through those menu items and talk about the flavors and so on. But no one's come back to ask us how our meals are, if they could get us anything. So the customer service probably around maybe a 6 out of 10. Now the big question is, do I recommend this place and would I come back here? And I guess they're hard for me to answer those questions since I've never had this sort of food before. Look, I guess I would come back here purely because I am fascinated at trying the other menu items. On the all-day menu, they do have 12 different items to choose from, amongst other things on the menu. So yes, I would be certainly very interested and very keen to try the rest of it. And then I would obviously make up my mind as to, which one is my favorite dish and is it good enough for me to want to come back here. But if you guys have never had vegetarian or vegan food before, especially with a sort of an Indian twist to it, then definitely, by all means, come along, check it out. Price-wise, all the 12 items on the main menu are in the low 20s, anywhere between 21, 22. There are a couple at $24 and $25. So that's something to keep in mind when coming here. But definitely, come check it out, and you might be surprised at the flavors and what you end up liking. That's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for joining me again. See you guys next time, and remember, never trust a skinny food critic.